Howdy everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Rise of Stan. So in this episode we end up changing his sort of appearance up. Stan is more, like his usual self now. He's got, the fancy hair back, the beard back. He's looking pretty nice right now. He's got new outfits. And we end up getting married to Claire Ursine, as the two have been engaged since either the last video or the video before that. And yeah, they end up getting married in this episode. That goes pretty well. Their daughter, I forgot her name, Paige, ends up aging up to a child, so she's now a child, and she's sort of getting into painting. So I'm thinking maybe she could have a future being a painter or something. Maybe she could do some paintings. So we'll see what happens with that and see if maybe she can, end up getting a ton of paintings done and, make a career out of it. So that's going to be happening, and, there's a whole ton of stuff. Stan's got, he's got like 6 days off of work. It's ridiculous. So he's not going to be at work for a while. So, yeah, we're pretty much just going to be chilling right now because, right now he's level 6, I think, in the military career. He's, wingman right now, and he's doing pretty well for himself. It's all going pretty well for Stan. We're going to see what happens with his daughter, Paige, because, we're going to see what kind of traits she inherits from her father. And that's definitely going to be interesting to see how his kid turns out. But, yeah, I think this is Stan's second kid because Travis was his first kid. But, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Howdy everybody. Welcome back to The Sims 3. We are back with Stan Clown. I got him a new outfit after the last video because I wanted to sort of change his appearance because he's sort of out of his military phase. He's still in the military, obviously. He's still going to be doing that. But I wanted to get rid of the shaven head look and go back for his original sort of look here. So he's got a new outfit. And what I wanted to do this episode was actually get him and Claire married because that was something they were going to do. So let's get on with this, I think. Let's get on with this. We want to change it to our outfits, though. So let's change it to formal wear. Here we go. Okay. Boom. She's wearing a hat for some reason, but there we go. Boom! Stan and Claire are now officially married in the game. Boom, there you go. Stan just exchanged rings. Alright. So she is now Claire Clown because, of course, he proposed to her because that's sort of how it works in The Sims 3. If you're the one that proposes, you take the last name. So that happened. Yeah, so he's doing very well here. His stepdaughter. Okay, that's good. Because now he's married, it registers her as his stepdaughter. I think I mentioned this in a previous video. I may have not put it in. I may have accidentally skipped over it. But one thing I was extremely worried about was that because Stan and his daughter are not related, that the game would have, he would have tried to have got that. When you meet someone in the game and you have, chemistry with them or whatever, and it says, I'd love to get to know you better or something like that. I was afraid that might happen, but thankfully I don't think that should happen now since the game registers them as being related. So they're going to go woohoo there. But then, I think we'll age up Paige because, as you can see, she's a toddler right now, and we want to age her up. But yeah, Claire must be doing pretty good because that was 2 of her wants right there was to get married. So let's go into age up Claire here. Okay, she should be aging up now. It's Paige's birthday. Here we go. Boom! Calling credits behind her. Paige has finally gotten to her own 2 feet due to your excellent parenting skills. So, Paige is now a child, and I sort of, because she's raised by Stan, I want her to take some traits from him, since I feel like that would be pretty cool to sort of have him inherit traits from both her mom and her dad. Now, these two, I'm pretty sure she always has. I've played this game a couple of times, and she always has these 2 traits. So I think these are, set in stone. So let's go athletic here for this. Boom. There we go. She has aged up. Here she is. Now, there's a little bit of a glitch when she ages up. You'll see, her teeth are coming through here. That is a glitch. It will go away when she ages up into a teen, but she will have it as a child. But what we're going to do is we're going to change her hair. We'll go with the red one here. She looks nice. You can definitely see the Claire in her, but that usually happens with all the moms in or all the kids in not Sunset Valley, in The Sims 3. They always look like the mom, but never really look like the dad. That's always happens for some reason. So I'm not going to have her have any involvement with her actual biological father because I think he's just kind of a piece of shit. I think the game tries to make it pretty clear that he's not a good guy. So I'm not going to have him associate with her or have her associate with him. Instead, I'm probably just going to have Stan be the one raising her, and she's going to inherit traits from him because naturally he raised her. He is technically her father because he raised her. I feel like that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you raised a kid, you're dad. He could salute his daughter because he's in the military. What does it even do? She's literally a child, dude. What do you mean salute? Oh my goodness. So he's got 6 days because of his wedding, so he's literally not going to be able to work for ages, man. That man is never going back to work. 6 days. Oh my goodness. So we gotta like do a ton of stuff as well. We gotta like repair the technology and stuff. His daughter's just like, what the hell? Her and Stan are gonna go play tag. But I like that this is something positive that Stan's doing. You know, he although I put him as evil, I don't really view him as like pure evil. I view him as definitely like not a nice guy, but I view him more as a dick rather than as just purely an evil person. You know what I'm saying? That's sort of how I view it. Claire is a little older than Stan, which doesn't really make much sense considering she was just pregnant with a kid and Stan's in like his 40s. Stan is around, I think in terms of age, Stan is probably around 39 by this point, which would make her about 40. So she is older than Stan. Take a look at you here. What do you want to do? So she wants to get an easel, which is something we could do. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy her that. We're going to get her an easel. Why does everything in this game cost so much freaking money, dude? That's my question. Why does everything cost so much money in this game? And I just realized, speaking of money, I should buy a burglar alarm because, people, often forget that burglars are in the game. So, they often forget. So it's going to be interesting to see how Paige develops as a character because, she is the daughter of Stan and Claire. We're not counting Jared in this. I don't care if Jared's biologically her father. She is raised by Stan, so she is Stan's daughter. Okay, so she's doing pretty good here. She's in bed, sleeping. It'll be really interesting to see Paige as a character because, it'll be interesting to see who she develops into. Maybe she'll become more of an artist character. And it's going to be interesting to see, like, her in terms of, like, her personality because I want her to inherit both from Stan and from Claire. So it's going to be interesting to see sort of this blend of these two characters because she's raised by Stan, so she's going to, be a bit like him. I don't know if I'm going to make her evil like him, but I'm probably going to make her like ambitious and maybe an angler as well. But yeah. Okay, she's heading to bed. I didn't select any of her outfits. I can't be bothered to change them, to be honest, because we're not going to be keeping her as a kid for very long. But, yeah. Is there anywhere we could, like, steal from? Ooh, there's some cars parked out over here. Claire, get over here. Claire, get over here. Maybe we could steal something. Alright, we're gonna try and steal something here. She's thinking about marriage. Come on, Claire. Come on, Claire. Take that car. Not the... Claire, that is a street light! Thanks a lot. You've just made the street darker. Man, take the car. There we go. Maybe she was trying to, get rid of that because, Is that your car? No, that's not your car. Take it then. We just took 2 people's cars. I don't even know whose cars we just took, dude. Oh, great. What is this? You stole that from the freaking criminal place? How have they not come after you? You stole from the mob. Oh, great. Okay. And we got 2 cars here. Whose car is this? Stolen from Mirabella Plaza Theater. So that just belongs to the property. I'm selling it. Doesn't even belong to anybody. Okay, we're returning this freaking street light, dude. What do we have this street light? Hold on, can we return this? Pay bills. Yeah, pay the bills and return that freaking street light, Claire. We did not mean to steal the street light, alright? Pay the bills and then return the street light. Return stolen item, clean wave street light. Yeah, give that back. There you go. Return stolen property. Yeah, never mind the fact that I just freaking, robbed a car. Claire's outfit is so wacky. Now, Claire, for those of you who don't know, the way I said her name, Claire, pretty much she is a reference to Claire the Bear, I believe, from The Sims 1, because of her name. Ursine is resembles a bear, and I guess her appearance kind of resembles a bear. So she's a reference to Claire the Bear. I don't know if she's meant to be the same character, because I don't think the timeline really adds up for her to be the bear. From Claire from The Sims 1, but maybe she went a bit insane and she went into a bear costume. She got a bear costume and ran around going through people's trash. But I don't know. I like to believe she's not Claire the Bear, but she's just a lady who looks a bit like a bear. I guess in terms of her outfit. So that's sort of why she's called that. I don't think the timeline really adds up for her to actually be Claire the Bear. He does actually need mechanical for his, career. Who is calling me? What do you want? Do you want to hang out? No, not really. I'm trying to fix my computer. Trying to fix my computer. I did change all his outfits, though, to sort of match his more dad vibe, I guess, because he's a dad now. But I don't know how old Claire is supposed to be, because she's a new mom. She has a kid. But she looks fairly old for being a new mom. Most people have kids when they're in their, 20s. I guess 20s, late 20s, early 30s, I guess. But Claire looks like she could be late 30s. I don't know. Oh, she got her painting skill up. How are you doing here, by the way? Decent. Decent. What is your level here? She's level 2 on the painting. Okay. Dan's getting a bit of athletic done here. And, yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.